Researchers at the University of Missouri found that most children hurt by guns were not the targets of the bullets that hit them. This comes after 2 children were shot just outside Columbia within the last month. ABC 17's Mitchell Kaminsky spoke with Mary Beth Bernardin, who led the study. And Mitchell, her study was one of the first of its kind and took a deeper dive into the leading cause of death of children in America.
In 2020, gun deaths surpassed motor vehicle accidents as the leading cause of deaths of children in America. When you hear about children getting shot, the first thing that comes to mind is usually school shootings. But according to this study, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Nearly 4,000 children and teens are shot and killed in the United States every year.
I do think it kind of, I would say, stresses us out, like the healthcare staff, more just because it is a child or a minor, just because like they're not necessarily responsible for the situations that they're put in.
Despite it being the leading cause of death among children, there is a lack of information about gun violence and how it affects them. Most of the shootings affecting kids are labeled as firearm assaults, which is a broad term used to describe a wide variety of incidents.
To label the majority of them as firearm assaults isn't accurate, and I don't think is very fair to the victims or to their families, and it doesn't really help us start to unravel this problem.
Mary Beth Bernardin wanted to get a better understanding of what exactly was causing these shootings in St. Louis. So she examined cases of children who entered the St. Louis Children's Hospital with firearm injuries over a 3-year period. She found most of the children were shot outside in public places, did not know who shot them or why they had been shot, and a disproportionate amount of these victims were black males. Bernardin's study also found that 3 high-risk incident zip codes in St. Louis accounted for 40% of the shootings.
We can't underscore how important it is that we need to invest in these communities, and that in order to combat the gun violence that's affecting children, we have to combat the causes of crime in these neighborhoods.
Now, this study was conducted from 2014 to 2017. However, the number of gun deaths that killed teens and children rose nearly 50% between 2019 and 2020. So when asking Bernardin if the results would change if she conducted the same study today, she said she does not believe they would and the findings would be the same. Mitchell Kaminsky, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Mitchell. The study involved almost 160 children ages 6 through 17 who were at the St. Louis Children's Hospital during that 3-year time period.